right in there is his longtime friend and sports partner, who is also an ex-footballer, now the CEO of Fresh Talent Football Development, FT, United Kingdom and Nigeria. His name is ESE ODUKO, a passionate football coach, manager, agent who has the interest at heart to discover and develop the young African talents in Nigeria. My name is Joy Onuba. Come with me, let's have a little view with them. So what features do you have for the fresh talents you have discovered around Africa, especially Nigeria?
Oh, big plan, a big plan.
Okay.
Currently, I have 13 players that will be going to Cyprus in December. And so they're on their journey there. And so once this set of players move to Europe, whereby as scouts with the clubs, you know that scouts to have good relationship with Arsenal, having with Club Brugge, Anderlecht, having Brentford. And so there are different, clubs that we're going to invite that will come and see the players. So once that set of players are gone, we'll try to position them in clubs over there, in Europe, whereby I'll get in touch with them regularly for mentorship. Then it's going to be another set of players whereby my very good friend Charitable that we're going to be working hand in hand to nurture and to mentor the next set of players, to establish them. So we have a great plans for them, not them just to go to Europe and play, but to understand what we're trying to build. And so what we're trying to build is building them for the senior national team. So now we're injecting that understanding in them as young as they are right now. So probably let's say in 8-10 years time, if you're getting a player of 17-18, in 10 years time they are just 27-28, so they can withstand the senior national team.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Which team do you want to create in the nearest future?
I want to see, because not just me, we still have some good, passionate Nigerians who are into the football setting, like-minded like me. And so for me personally, which I believe I was discussed with my very good friend as well, we want to see a Nigerian national team that is passionate, one, for their country. They are passionate to play football. They want to win, they want to succeed. And I'm looking at creating the winning mentality of the Atlanta and the Olympics team, that won the Olympic gold medal. That team is a team that you want to have in the country. We have the talent and the quality to build that team. Is how do we start and how do we, produce those type of quality players? Most of the footballers, quality talented footballers, are from less privileged homes. And how can we reach out to them to bring them into limelight? That is where we step in. Because in Nigeria right now, I don't think we are doing the right in bringing the right talent, because the parents and the family cannot finance them. So if a player is in the village and is very good and talented, how will they bring that player to the city for him to be noticed? That is what we do. So that is where I step in. I go to the village, I go to the deep places to see the quality players, and I bring them to limelight.
Wow, great idea, sir.
Thank you.
Great. What kind of Super Eagle do you want to see in the nearest future?
A winning mentality. So a lot of people will be thinking, what will you be thinking far for the next 15 years? Why? That is the reason why the Europeans are on top of the game, because they think for the next generation. But us Nigerians, with the talent and everything we have, we want something now, immediate. And so I brought that mentality for managers, coaches, and directors of clubs to think far, even with the NFF, to think, ahead of time. And so my passion is to create and build players for the senior national team, whereby they will be able to come out strong and compete in the highest level to win the Senior World Cup in 2030. So that's a great vision. And that thing cannot happen until you understand there is a foundation and a structure, and everybody is moving in that direction. Because if you see the German team that won 2014 World Cup, is that they are players that have been built and they lost previously, and they kept on because they believe they're going to win and eventually won. So that is what, you understand, the Germans have created, and that is the future of the senior national team I want to see, and that is what I'm trying to do.
Wow. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Last one, sir.
Yes.
Define your relationship with legendary Taribo West.
Ooh. You know, the legend Taribo West is, I used to tell most of the players, so the players that are scouted in Nigeria, actually bring them under his mentorship, because you don't get the privilege and the opportunity to be with a legend. And so when you're with a legend, it's a great privilege and a great opportunity, and you need to understudy, you understand, to grab that ideas, those experiences from them. So the players are scouted and in camp, they're about to travel, I put them under his mentorship, so they come and stay and ask questions and see how they can progress. You understand? And so this is what I am trying to do. So Taribo West has been a great support, to me. I've known him since 2000 back in Italy, and up till now we stay strong and together as friends. And because I'm based in UK, and it's time now for me to shuttle UK and Nigeria and to do what we have to do. Is a person that I look up to, is a mentor, is a person that has a heart for the people, is a person that I've invested in people, and most of them don't come back to pay homage, to say thank you, and that is his heart. And so he has a very big heart, not because whether he has or not, he can give you the last penny that he has. And so with that, is a person that I can work with, is a person that I know that the vision that I carry, we carry the same vision to see others succeed. And so I will define or kind of classify him as one in a million. Most especially, I know professional footballers and friends, okay, but Taribo West is exceptional. And because of that relationship that we've built for so many years has never changed. And with that, I know that I can rely on him, I can have confidence in him, and for us to establish what Nigerian football, grassroots football, is needed to do in Nigeria. And so it's a great role model for me, and we're looking to do something great in the future.
Sir, thank you for your time. Nice having you, sir.
Thank you.
You've heard it all from them, what McKevin said. The government should step in to upgrade Nigerian football and to add value to the lives of the ex-Nigerian footballers. My name is Joy Oniba. I'm signing out. Have a wonderful day.
It has been a long time coming, and I have privilege to meet great people that understand the vision that I'm trying to actualize in the Nigerian football, most especially starting from the grassroots. But it's time to come for us to really educate players, young players, and build a structure and a plan for them to progress. And we have a lot of talent and players in Nigeria, whereby a lot are suffering from that mentorship, suffering for right direction. And we have professional players that can actually become a guide and mentors to grassroots football players. Young players in Nigeria want to be like the Ronaldo or the Messi. Why can't they be like the JJ and the Kano and the Taribo West? So this is how we want to create, or renew the minds and the mindsets of young players. And so how do we now progress to get to the place that they want to get to? That we need people who are passionate in football, who want to see the success of young Nigerian players, who wants to see the development, for them to grow to the place we want them to grow, not the immediate result that we always seek after. And that has been our problem, and we don't do well in the senior and national team. And so coming down to my vision, the vision started when I quit professional football. I didn't pursue it again because of ministry. I now set up a football academy in the UK, work with grassroots teams, privileged, to be close partnership with people like Sean O'Connor, who now is one of the major youth scouts for Arsenal. We know him back in Brentford in 2006, and now we're still, going strong. And work with various people in the FA, so I understand the structure now, how they're developing players. I coach for a while, manage few non-league clubs like Aston Clinton, Wolverhampton Town FC. I manage those clubs in England. I see how things are run, how the structure of management of young professional players being developed to achieve success. And that is what we don't have in Nigeria. And players suffer and they struggle to succeed, and we don't have the build-up and the plan and the structure to make them to succeed and become a higher player in the national team. So how do we start? It's a major problem in the Nigerian league. So we want to reach out to people, coaches, managers, sport directors, club owners, business owners can invest in football, at the same time investing in the lives of these kids. And when we come back to Nigeria, we'll see that most of the talented players are from less privileged homes. If a player is in the village, how do we get to reach them? It's a major problem. Most people don't care. Let them fight their way out. And we have talent being wasted. Now, how can people support and put the structure? We can actually develop Nigerian football, a Nigerian league, and help our players and give them the resources needed so they don't troop to Europe. Everybody not going to go to Europe, but there are some that will play the local league and still, feed their families because they are playing the football to, build a career from it. And so how do we support them? Because as a young player, I suffered a lot from Nigeria. Mine was not like a smooth sailing, and most players are like that because I've come in contact with hundreds and thousands of players, and there's a limit that I can do. And so we encourage people to come on board, come to the platform, and let's build something for the future. And what is the plan? Is to win the 2030 World Cup. Sometimes it sounds so unrealistic, but that is the structure of development. Nigeria has a serious fan base of football supporters that support foreign clubs, and you can just have the few fraction of those percentage to support Nigerian league, begin to pay fees to come and watch this league, prepare our league, structure our leagues, and Nigeria become one of the great leagues in the world. And it's achievable. We just need dedicated people. We need people who are disciplined. We need people who operate, in excellent spirit. We need, people who love youth and the development of Nigerian football. And the lot has been done with a credit to the NFFF, who are doing their best, but we need more. We need more people to rise up, and we get the best that we can portray to the world. So, can I do it alone? No. Can we all do it together? Yes, we can do it together. Can we achieve it? Yes, it is achievable, because it is done. German did it. The German team, they did it before they won the World Cup. We can do it. So mine is to raise young talent, mentor them, place them in professional clubs, get in touch with them regularly, see how they are developing and progressing, and then we recommend them to the national team. And so when the player is doing well, from home all the way to attitude and character and dedication and discipline, respect, all those will come into play, that the player knows what they want to achieve in next year, for the next 10 years. They know what they want to achieve. So the player that we are building, the generation of players we are building now, let's say from the 17 and the 18 years old, they know they want to work hard to win the Senior World Cup in 2030. This has been the vision in my heart, and we as Nigerians can actually achieve this. We have the resources, we have the finance in this country, we have potentials, we have talents, We have people who are educative, that can step into management positions and make things happen. So we need those people, and people who believe in the vision to achieve this goal can be achievable. I'm privileged to be working with a very good friend of mine. I call him a mentor, and a senior, the legendary Taribo West. We've been working this. He understood the vision, and he said that it's time that he step up to do what needs to be done. The thing is that we don't want to have wrong people in management that will distract or discourage what we want to build for this great nation of Nigeria. This is one of the great nations of football in the world, and we need to step up to show the world that we have it. And so how do we do it? We must not compromise. And so we must get the young talent from the school, identify them, develop them, impact in them. And that is the motto of Fresh Talent. And Fresh Talent started back in the UK in 2008, whereby I have to do everything myself, but it's because of the passion that I have there. And so because I was resilient and I didn't give up, I was privileged to have a sponsor right now that's supporting the work and that I am doing. But when people get involved in this area, then they will understand that there's financial reward and potential in football. At the same time, creating that financial reward and helping the less privileged kids to become the top stars of tomorrow. And so I'm encouraging everybody to come on this and every aspect that we can use to develop the football structure in Nigeria, so we can be proud of this country, not waiting at the last minute and begin to pick players here and there and expect them to do magic. And so that is why we don't progress in Nigeria. And so we need that great support, and let everybody believe it. We do it, we work it, we achieve it, and Nigeria become a great nation again of football. And so we don't want to start picking people at the last minute and expect the coach or the manager to do magic. I don't think football works that way. Football is a strategic, structure and planning and development of players, and follow them through to them becoming the top players. And that is what we want to do. So I'm encouraging all Nigerians that we can achieve this as one, can achieve this as people, can achieve this as a nation. We give future to our grassroots players, we give future to our young talented players, we give future to our senior players, and there is a lot of streams that we can generate income that will benefit our people here in Nigeria, and not just the one or the two players running and everybody wants to go to Europe. There's potential here in this country that we can achieve a great lot than everybody running to go to Europe, and most of them are suffering. The only ones that will see making it are the ones that will see. There are thousands of players roaming the streets of Europe, and we don't care. Government don't care. We don't care. Now it's time for us to step up and not just wait for the government, but everybody have a responsibility as a Nigerian to help, to support talent rising up. So this is achievable. Plan is 2030 World Cup. Are we going to win it? We're praying that England will host that World Cup, because I'm based in England, and if England hosts that World Cup, we'll be winning that World Cup. And if every Nigerian believe it, let's now start announcing it. We'll stir young players up to want to be part of that winning team. We'll stir the market woman up, to give and to support her clapping and her support back again to the national team. It will stir companies and corporations, you understand, up, to invest, to push into the grassroots football of Nigeria. It will stir management up, it will stir corporations up, it will stir individuals up, that Nigeria can achieve what we want to achieve. What do? We start developing our stadiums. We start building facilities. We start building, sports. You understand? Halls. Those are the key things that help the growth and the development of players. So it is done. I have a strong, structure and plan. I've been building it for the past 15 years in Europe and bringing it back to Nigeria. Taribo West is involved. Some international players, they're going to be involved. We're bringing something back into Nigeria. And it will be good if ex-players are managing clubs in Nigeria. Please, those owners of clubs, let's try and give a chance to our ex-internationals. Those that want to manage, those that want to be a coach, give them the platform for them to excel and pour their experience into the upcoming players. Nigeria is great. Nigeria can do it. We all can do it together. And so let's support one another. Let's build the grassroots football. Let's build the local league. Let's build our league in this country. And let's give it back to our players and to the grassroots of football in Nigeria. And we can achieve that goal for 2030 to win the World Cup. Sing along with me. 2030 is the Nigerian time to win the Senior World Cup. And it is done. So I'm going to be coming next year, January, to do trials and scouting as well. Continue to do that. I have 13 players already that I will take into Europe in December of 2018 of this year. And these players have been selected from every part of Nigeria, every state, most of the state. Select them, they are in camp. They're potential players for the future. We're encouraging them, we mentor them, we direct their paths, and they will become great, tomorrow. And so, let's connect with us, connect with me. Fresh Talent UK. If you want to go to our website, it's www.freshtalentsuk.com or www.freshtalentslimited.com. Based in UK. We have our own academy here in Nigeria as well, and it's open to everybody. We only have trials and scouting, across the country, and we are links to professional clubs in UK, in Europe, and whereby we can take the talented players that we know have the potential to succeed. We want to be competing with the Messi, we want to compete with the Ronaldo, we want to competing to win Ballon d'Or. Nigerians are coming close, and we have the quality to prepare to come close. And so I encourage everyone to come on board. Cooperation, I'm open. Those that want to come into sponsorship, that want to sponsor young players, that want to sponsor any area that you want to get involved in to build the development. And those are doing it already in Nigeria, congratulations, and I'm encouraging everyone that we can come together and expand as well. It's not a competition, it is a development for our players. And so if you are doing this, keep on doing what you are doing, and we know we're going to achieve, and there's going to be success in everything that we do. Thank you so much for coming through this journey, and that has been my journey, and I am glad, I'm excited that things are going to be, exploding and turning around in Nigeria. So I'm happy for the youths. I'm happy for the great change that will be coming to our country. I'm ESE ODUKO, CEO, Fresh Talents Limited, UK, Fresh Talents Nigeria, and ex-international football player, back home now to achieve what we need to achieve. This is my story and vision. I'm signing out, and hopefully we'll be working together.